What's up guys, welcome back or to the channel. I'm Mike, this is my 2001 TJ, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how I took it from this all the way to this. And yes, I know, it's not quite done yet. It still has a bit of ways to go. And I will tell you right now, at the beginning of the video here, we did do a few mods already. I don't have all of my past footage, so you will see it already had a winch and it already had some used mud tires. But other than that, it was pretty much bone stock. So let me take you guys on a trip down memory lane, show you guys everything that I did to this Jeep in the past pretty much 2 years. And I'll tell you guys at the end of the video what we're still gonna do to this Jeep because we're not done yet. And finally, we are gonna address my tires. I have been trying to balance my tires for the better part of 2 weeks now.
Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle.
Most of them are in there, and you can hear the sand in there, or it sounds like sand anyway. Perfect, so now both tires are done, and I marked them using the valve cap that came with it, just so I know which ones have them. You can see there is a gap. Now let's see if we can seal it. It was pretty cheap, I think I paid around 25 bucks, and it's got adhesive already on it. And there is like a little bulb. And let's see. Much better. And the next thing that we got to do are these sun visors. Now, the ones that I just got are not the exact same color as the one that I have. So that's why I bought two. But it looks a lot better in here. So the last thing I want to take care of is this. It kind of just broke off one day when we were out on the trail. Got her done. Now I can finally, oh yeah, that's gonna hold. It's a little bent, but that just gives you that extra little bit of room to open the door. No, but everything's coming together. It's looking great. Alright, so we've just finished with this one, and I had to do a couple pieces with the sandpaper after the brush. But you guys can see it is nice right to the edge, which the brush helped me do, so I didn't really have to play with these rounded corners too much. And the edge is rounded, so it is kind of a pain in the ass to get all of it with sandpaper, so the brush helped me a lot with that. But we've got all the paint off, as you can see, nice and shiny. So now let me finish up the other side, then we'll mask everything up so that we don't get any paint on the door, and we can hit it with the primer. And now we're done both handles. This one is looking great. So that was the first coat. Okay, and that's 3 coats. Honestly, came out a lot better than I thought it would, and they do look a lot better than they did before. There's a little bit of primer left over here, but this is the rubber. So as soon as I open the door a few times, that'll just come right off. I'm not too really worried about that. Other than that, I'm pretty sure they are gonna last a little bit longer than last time. I added a few more layers of paint, and they are looking fresh. One step closer to getting this thing ready to hit the trails again. I actually have finalized my lift. Let me go back inside and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that. And looks like that soft spot in the oil pan has finally gave way. So good thing I've already ordered the oil pan, and I've already ordered a few other parts as well. Yeah, looks like we will be grounded for a little bit until we get those new parts and that oil pan. The 2.5-inch lift on the way. That's at least that taken care of. And just to make sure they do both work, let's hit it. Well, she's all clean. Everything is nice and shiny. RGB headlights. Well, there we go. Nice and simple, really quick. It's actually only 4 screws that hold the retainer ring in, and that's it. After you get this out, it's just literally 4 screws that hold the headlight in. But this silver ring around here is starting to bother me. I don't like the look of that. Like, it doesn't look terrible from far away or from a bit away, but I think it would look a lot better if I just painted this entire ring black. Let's see. And we got them both in. I gotta say, I like this a lot better than before. It looks a lot better, a lot more sharp. And now the lights actually look like they fit. We've got the parking lights and we've got our LEDs. Yeah, so finally they work. These are gonna go in the wheel wells and underneath the Jeep. You guys can see just how bright they are. There they are. So it is actually pretty bright in person. You can see everything underneath the vehicle. and it looks great. It's a lot brighter than I thought it would be. But one of the reasons that I'm switching this thing out is they get kinked very easily. As you can see here, let's see if we can find another one. There's a good one. There's a good one. So you can see it's already splitting there. And there we have it, looking good. And like I said, guys, I didn't pre-tension it because I have to still go out and do that on a slope. Not too bad. And in the back you can see that one partially. I'm gonna fix that. That's because it doesn't really stick, but I am gonna get some better adhesive and actually get it to stick. But on this side you don't really see the light. That's just a reflection actually off of the off of here. The light is actually up in there, so it's facing out instead of down, which is kind of like that one. It's facing out instead of down, but don't mind the mess in the back. I think it looks all right. And it is a bit shallower. That's pretty much it. It runs good, it sounds good, I can't complain. Well, there you have it, guys. Lift is in, looking a lot better, and it is a little bit hard to tell, but it does look a lot taller in person. Honestly, I've been waiting to put those on. I wanted to wait until I put the tires on, but I think it looks good. And let's check out those new wheels. And here we are, guys. Sorry if the audio is a little bit different. I'm using a different camera for this just because it does better in low light, so you guys can actually get a good shot and a good visual. But check this thing out. She is looking mean. So we can redo my terminals here on the back. And we're done. That took about 2 minutes. These are the old ones. As you can see, one of the old ones compared to one of the new ones, there's no teeth left on them. Perfect. Now everything is mounted back up.
I got you no matter how life goes. I handle all the blows. I learn from all the no's. Dear mama, I got you no matter how life goes. I handle all the blows. I learn from.
Well, it's mounted, it's on there, and it is not tight. I still need to tighten it up because I need to go outside and aim it. I think I aimed it pretty well. I didn't aim it directly straight. I aimed it so that it kind of catches half the horizon and half of the actual road at the end of its limit. So it gives me basically as far of a reach as it can get. And it also has that green backlight. So let me show you guys that real quick. Not too bad. I think it ties in pretty well. Just the bar on, no headlights or anything else, because if I turn those on, you can see it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Mocking it up really quick, and let me show you guys what I'm thinking of doing. What I want to do is mount one right here mount the other one on the opposite side of it. Stick that there. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually really happy with how it came out. I think that they look great, and you cannot see the light source no matter where you are. I've got my new skid plate behind me, or I should say new to me. You can see it is kind of rusty. It has seen better days for sure, but we will get to it. And you can see I've already started a bit over here. So after about 5 hours of grinding out here, right before I throw on some primer, see here, it actually came out really well, and there isn't really any kind of unevenness. There is a few spots that are pitted, and if you guys were looking at it before I coated it with the primer, there was some darker spots and some spots that looked like the rust was still there. That was the pitted spots. I tried to get at them as best as I could, but without an actual grinding disc, I wasn't able to actually get all the pitting out. So this is a rust stop primer, so anything that is underneath this is basically not going to continue to rust. It's going to seal everything, it's going to keep everything good, so we should be good. And I haven't checked, but let's see if there's any scratches on it from our last off-roading trip. And not too bad. There's a few light scratches, but nothing that went down to the metal. It's a solid drag link and tie rod, meaning this bar here and this bar here are solid, so that they are actually a lot stronger and they can withhold a lot more beating and just take a lot more abuse on the trail. And there you have it. Okay, I guess mine comes out like butter, which is a nice thing. So now we're ready to put the new seals in. Oh yeah, baby. Are good to go on this side, and we are good to go on this side. And I have changed every single component from the chassis that you can change. We got this upper bracket, new lower brackets. You can see the new lower bracket right here, and you can see just how thick that metal is. It's almost as thick as my finger, probably a 1/4 inch thick. I have a new track bar in the rear. It's a little bit hard to show you from this angle, and it is a dual adjustable, so it is nice. I can actually change the length if I need to, if we go up and get a new lift. And we also got new control arms. That thing is beefy. It's probably a good 2 or 2.5 inch diameter. And yeah, new brackets all around, new suspension, new brackets in the front. I think we're gonna be riding good. I finished doing all the fenders. I just hit them all with a Scotch pad to get all of like the dust and stuff off of them. So I'm cleaning the diff cover out, and you can see that is not metallic paint. That is a lot of metal. And you guys can see there's a big scratch or a big gash right here, and there's actually like a chunk taken out of the inside of the cover there. That's from probably when it grenaded itself, and whatever exploded. These ones are a little chewed up over here. This one had better days, you can see. But this one, it is demolished, and I definitely did a number on this one. So there's our culprit, and at least now we know what we're doing and what we need to fix. And lucky enough, we have a whole nother gear set over here that we can take apart and scavenge the gears that we need to put this back together. She's looking a lot better. It drives great. The gears we put in actually work. There's no noise, no anything. I'll take you guys for a drive in a minute. But I'm most happy about this rust repair. So if you guys see, this is the piece that was there before. And it is quite a big piece. You can see that we have about 6.5 inches here of new metal. So from about here, you can see where the new metal is there to about there. It is one piece of metal that goes all the way around, and we also did the mount on the inside. You can see there's a new stud, and we left it nice and long because we will be doing a body lift. And here we have our lift. My buddy actually found this lift for 20 bucks. Yeah, believe it or not, 20 bucks. And it's a lift kit for your body, so it's not like a suspension piece. It's just like a polyurethane block. The Jeep is looking bigger than ever and better than ever. We actually repaired a ton of stuff yesterday. In addition to that quick fix for the radiator and the fan, we also got done the body lift. As you can see, she is sitting 3 inches taller than yesterday. And we also got done this rust spot. So now we have both of the rust holes complete, as well as the side here. And you remember this side was all beat up from catching a rock or two. Now it is almost straight. All we have left to do is sand it down a bit. So I'm gonna sand this down, I'm gonna sand that down, and we're gonna paint probably the entire corner here. As you can see, the paint doesn't match here, but like I said, that's not a big deal. That was just temporary. We are gonna paint this entire corner here, this entire corner here. So let me prep everything, let me sand everything, and we'll be able to hit it with the primer. The primer is dry. I waited the 3 hours. Now we are ready to go and coat it with the black. I got the lines down pretty much where I wanted them. Almost looks like it's a separate panel or like a laid over panel. And that's basically how it's gonna sit. So that's a good sign. So I think that we got rid of the light bar noise. So we're back. I'm still here, and yes, I know the Jeep is filthy right now. We are going to be taking it off-road soon. I know I've been saying that a lot. If you've been following the channel, I've been saying that for the past few videos, and I mean it. I've been trying my best, but as you guys know, a few things have to come together to go off-roading. You need a few people to go with you because you need a support team just in case something happens. Trust me, I've learned. You need the weather to be decent, and you need to have a trail that's open. So unfortunately, for the past few runs, we weren't able to make it. I hopefully will be able to go out there soon. We are planning a New Year's trip, so we will be having a lot of new content coming your way. So the channel will get a little bit more busy and a little bit more recent soon. I'm sorry that it's been a little bit slow. It is the holiday season. I'm doing my best, and we will be back soon. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for joining me this long. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. But the next thing that I'm planning to do to this thing is throw on some lockers. I think I'm gonna start with the front locker, because usually when we're doing our climbs, it's the front wheel that'll lift and make us kind of not be able to get over the obstacle. Our back wheels will still be planted, but once that front wheel, one of them loses traction, it kind of screws you. You're kind of at one wheel drive at that point. So I think we're gonna get ourselves a front locker, then a rear locker, probably just a lunchbox locker, not an air locker or an electronic locker, nothing like that at the moment. But we will be doing a few more mods starting with that. Hopefully we also will be getting ourselves some 1-ton axles soon, and maybe get ourselves some bigger tires and a bigger lift. But only time will tell. So hopefully I'll see you guys with me on the journey, and hopefully you guys will be there to guide me along and let me know what mods I should do and what things I should pick up for the Jeep. So once again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, guys, ride safe out there. Peace.